This is Aries part 2. Thank you for being patient. As you heard, there was a knock on the door. And being that I don't have a camera and pause and say, I'll be back, I had to stop the video because I don't know how to edit. And so this is part 2, video 2. And I do have the cards here. So as the door knocked, and it's New Year's Day, so someone's stopping by. So what's ahead? And what's ahead was the Eight of Swords with the Ten of Swords, which is that situation that you're still dealing with. And the Eight of Swords are those self-imposed restrictions that are keeping you from moving ahead, and it has to do with the Ten of Swords. It could be that you're still processing it, that you are in the stages of grief, that the Ten of Swords could be that you're still dealing with that situation, that it is, you're resolving some issues. Could be if it's a relationship, it could be related to property, agreements, that sort of thing. Or it could even be that there's the unresolved feelings that are related to it, and either party is also going through the stages of grief and could be at different stages, and part of that can be anger, for example, and that and then there's the energy of disagreements and that overplays into what plays into it. So, that could be something that you're still dealing with, and you feel like you can't move forward because you have that Eight of Swords, it's unresolved. If it's related to work, it could be that maybe you don't know the direction yet. It could be that you're still working there until whatever the situation closes. If there was a layoff, for example, or a closing of the facility, excuse me. So, you're still in the process. But what's ahead of you is related to the Knight of Cups, and it's in repose. You're not moving forward, getting clarity. So the Knight of Cups, it could be that this is all related to a relationship with the Knight of Cups. Could be moving. Cups could be moving to a new residence. It could be that relationship. And you're really not moving forward yet. Taking a break. It could be just taking a break from it in an assessment period of the direction to go in the future. Because then we also have a whole lot of responsibilities related to the Page of Pentacles. Can be, for example, added responsibilities. Can be, maybe if you're moving, or if you're adding the responsibilities of your personal life and work life. But there's a message about the Page of Pentacles. So it could be also a message that's going to give you some burdens. No more than you can handle, but it can be a change in your financial situation because of the change either in your relationships or your work. And so you do get a message about money, and it could be it could also be a message about work, and that they're adding responsibilities to you. It could be a message about a relationship, and the financial implications of that. It could also be that page about Pentacles. Besides moving, it could be work responsibilities, it could be relationship responsibilities. But it's no more than you can handle. It's just those extra tasks. Because here we have the Death card and new beginnings, the Ace of Rods. This is their new reset, moving forward. End of that cycle, and now able to move forward. It's letting go, and it's also, because this is the month of January, that you're no longer going to be that Eight of Swords, that you're not moving forward. You're now moving forward because it's the end, and you have the go-ahead for new projects. And the final outcome that you have is the Queen of Wands and work. Now, It could be a new job, for example, or it could be your work environment. And the Seven of Pentacles is you know how to do the task, you put in the time, and there could be a delay, or it could be, okay, this is, you could have applied for a new job, for example, or a promotion, or some sort of advancement. And the Knight of the Queen of Wands can be that organization, or it can be a mentor, someone that's helping you. So there are some changes that are going to be in the work environment, in the prosperity environment. So in the month of January, it's wrapping up, it's carrying forward some of the situation that you've been dealing with. However, you have the Death card, which means the end of that cycle. You have the two of the Tens, which means that it is the end of the cycle. And you have the Ace of Rods, which means you're moving forward. So it is in the month of January, working through that situation, working through the period of grieving as things change. Could be work, could be home, could be relationships, but you are processing it through. It's important for you to be taking care of yourself, to forgive yourself for whatever is going on, and to move on. You can look at what was in the past, or you can look at what is in the future. With the Ace of Rods, concentrate on that in the month of January, you have new opportunities coming. I see a hand out to you like the Queen of Rods, or someone is giving you a hand and encouragement. You have support around you. You have your sense of community. You also have your spirit guides. Look at the future, not at the past. Look at the 2025. You have great things coming up. Look at that. Let go of the past and then move forward. That's what Spirit's saying. Look at the forward, not at the past. Now let's pull your oracle cards. Since I used a new deck for this, let's look at some different oracle cards. And I am going to use, I think the first one is the Believe in Your Own Magic. And Nina's right here asleep. Nina got so excited when someone was at the door. She was standing up on the table, very excited. This is going to be a good year for everybody. The other thing that I have observed is that light is shining on situations, so that, maybe you've been wondering what's been going on, or maybe Spirit is saying it's time to get the true picture of the situation. So light is shining on things now, so that people can, everybody, including you and the planet, that it is showing the light, so that we know what is going on and can make decisions and a plan. And that's what's happening. So it could be a situation that, the light is shown on, and then you can move forward. And angels and archangels and spirit guides, what is the card that we have for our Aries here? Okay. Right here. Oh, potion. Remember to practice self-love. And remember, I told you about forgiving yourself? Okay, so self-love, number 24. Take care of yourself is really what it's saying. You're familiar with the concept of self-love and self-care, but either you've never actively practiced them, or there's something you've fallen behind on. Either way, you should get back on track. Keep yourself maintained in all ways, big or small. This can mean calling it quits to take a luxurious bath instead, or that can mean putting on a rose water face mask and getting out your planner so you can sort out your life before it gets too out of control. So do some self-care, some pampering. That's what it's saying. Now let's pull the positivism. Oops, I have cards spilling all over here. Right here. And thank you, Aries, for supporting the channel. It really means so much to me. You've been one of the, the greatest supporters as it's continued to grow. So thank you. It's very appreciated. And for me, 2025 is going to be a great year of growing my channel, offering things to you, and continuing my spiritual practice and branching out on things that I'm going to be doing. And angels and archangels and spirit guides, what is the card that we have for Aries here? For this is the law of positivism. And we have, a whole bunch of cards here. Right here. Life is a dream within a dream. Number 49. Life is a dream within a dream. 49. I think it's almost the last card here. Oh, and I'm also going to get some new oracle cards to add to what I have. What's the difference between the awake and the dream states? When you're dreaming, do you have only one recollection of this reality? Is either of these realms more real than the other? We exist in different realities, timelines, and dimensions simultaneously, and our so-called dream state is just another form of existence. Yeah, okay. Then we are going to pull the wisdom of the oracle. I will pull 3 cards for that. So if you're not a subscriber, consider being a subscriber. It costs absolutely nothing. If you want a reading for 2025, what's going to happen, send me an email. And please continue to be patient until I get my studio set up, which should be like in about 6 weeks. And angels and archangels and spirit guides. Okay. The first card is Round and Round. Number 27, which is spiritual. Well, it was all 3 cards. Okay, spiritual. Let's see what Round and Round is. 25. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. You're ending up, that whatever it is, that 10 of Swords. But it says, revisit a pattern from a new perspective. So it's time to look at that differently. Break the pattern. Let go. Then we have Happy, Happy, which is the conclusion when this is all done. Happy, happy. Good outcome. And the Yang, which is the male manifestation, the very beginning of what do you want to create next. And then we're going to pull the Louise Hay affirmation card and your meditation card. Okay, here we go. What's your affirmation card for Aries? And I'm also going to be doing the video for the quarters. So the next one I have out will be the first quarter of 2025. And what is the affirmation card for Aries? And it's right here. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I radiate acceptance and I'm deeply loved by others. Love surrounds me and protects me. And don't forget to love yourself too. That's important. Love yourself. And then our meditation card right here. New horizons, old ways won't open new doors. That goes along with the oracle or the positivism. Old ways won't open new doors. So revisit what you've been doing. Look at the patterns. That's what it's saying. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much, Aries. And until next time, Nina and I are sending you light and love from Portugal.